On again, another Bitter Truth Sunday podcast. What's good, my people? Yes, much respect to all y'all. Now, we're gonna talk about some things, as you can see on screen right here. Wipe clean. They're talking about your brain. Wipe clean from all memories. And they're talking about it's basically a disease going on. We're gonna talk about it for a little bit, and we're gonna get into some more things, show you the destruction of the masses right here. Yes, and the health. Pay attention. We're gonna get into this right here and show you some things. Just make it run.
Imagine waking up one morning and you've forgotten everything about yourself. You don't recognize your face. You don't know your family. You can't even remember your own name.
They mentioned that you can't recognize your own face. Forget about name. You can't recognize your own face, meaning that you look in the mirror, you don't know who you see there. You believe that, people? You believe that your memory could get that bad? Wow, pay attention here. Listen.
Well, that's what happened to Nicole Caird and Claire Robertson. Every few minutes, their minds wipe clean, stealing every scrap of memory from the birth of their children to the reason they're sitting in front of a television camera.
Wow.
And as Liz Hayes discovered, we could all be at risk. Alarmingly, the culprit is a common virus that most of us have lurking in our system.
Listen, people, it's a common virus. That's the culprit. All of us basically have it lurking around in our system. Do you hear that, people? Wow, unbelievable. Just take it back a little bit and listen again. Come on.
And as Liz Hayes discovered, we could all be at risk. Alarmingly, the culprit is a common virus that most of us have lurking in our system.
There is no such thing as common virus lurking in a human being. What is common? This is dumb right here, meaning that it's something that you long time accept, that it gonna happens to you anyway. That's why it becomes common. Come on, people, it is bullshit. Listen.
For the Caird family of Brisbane, this holiday last Christmas was the trip of a lifetime. 2.5 weeks in Europe, skiing, sightseeing, and partying. Do you remember the holiday, Nicole?
Take a look at Nicole right there, people. As you can see, they're putting on a show right here. Like I tell you, they're introducing a new sickness to the masses, another brain disease that can make you forget everything. That's all they're doing. They're finding a way to introducing it to you. Remember, you accept all of these things as part of your life in this earth. So they already know you're going to have to accept it anyway. So they bring it to you and say, yes, look, it's something common. And they put on these people to make you accept it. Pay attention. Black and white shirt on, Freemasonry, and all these things that you see in the background represent the serpent. No doubt about it. Listen. Watch them, they're playing.
Think back. Where did we go?
Wow, take a look at the news reporter, the one that supposedly bringing into the story, also have on the same color clothing. Pay attention, people. Look.
No,
wow. Look at this.
Really? Really?
Actors on TV. And like I say, they're introducing a new brain disease right there. So you can accept it and just add it in. Just put it in the long list of sickness and stuff that you are accepting here. You sickness and complication that you basically say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna have it anyway. Look at these people on TV. They already have it. And they basically, you know, prepping you up for it. Make you understand that, yes, you might see this come your way. Don't be alarmed. They're telling you what it is. Pay attention.
But it's a holiday Nicole Caird just can't remember.
Listen to
Even
this.
when her husband Brad plays these home videos.
And you stopped and you were so excited.
Is that me?
That is
Wow.
you. Except
So is that me? You believe that, people? Wow. To me, if you understand how these things present to you, you will, you know, kind of get it a little bit, what they're doing here. So you believe me that you believe them, you could just forget yourself, people? I'm just saying, like, what wrong? I mean, make you do that? Because when you look at dementia and Alzheimer's, It don't make you forget you. So this people, you got to understand, man, this is the weirdest thing in the world. The weirdest thing they're bringing up to the masses right here, people. So you're telling me that your memory gone, that you don't even remember who you are? You look at somebody on a screen, you look at yourself on the screen and you don't know that's you? No, people. So this is gone beyond what you known as loss of memory. Now, loss of memory, somebody could say, yes, I forgot my name and the info that they give you to identify you. I guess you can forget about that if something drastically happened to your brain. But you look in the mirror and you don't know who it is. That's a different level, people. That's a different level, a blank brain. And they're introducing it to you today. Yes, I told you already, the vaccine do a lot of damage, mainly to the brain. The brain control the body. And that's why they attack the brain with whatever they shoot up in your damn bloodstream, attacking your brain. That's the first thing that's gonna come soup. And the mass is not gonna understand what's going on with them because their brain went out first. Listen.
When was this?
When was this? Look at this shit. Look at this.
At Christmas time. That was Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Boxing Day we did that. Boxing Day last year.
Just over 12 months ago, large chunks of Nicole's memory were wiped out after the very common cold sore herpes virus attacked her brain.
Oh, hold on. The common cold sore herpes. Go back again, people. Wow. Now, I don't do too much video that get me kind of little bit rattle inside. This do. I don't understand what they're saying right here, people. Now, whenever you see them bring these news clips, this is what you need to understand. What they're telling you in it is the agenda. That means this shit is now on the table, people. It's now on the table. And the reason why you can't take it lightly is because of the juice. If you know this, you gotta change how you think about things. You gotta basically upgrade your thinking with what's going on with these times. So while the time's going, you have to be advanced with the thinking, else you're not gonna be able to keep up with these people. So listen, this is something that they're bringing to the table, brand new, that gonna happen to you. The people that you see saying that they have it, this problem, on screen, is lying. They're introducing it to you. But it's something that you're gonna see now. So pay attention what they're talking about when they say something common. Listen.
Months ago, large chunks of Nicole's memory were wiped out after the very common cold sore herpes virus attacked.
The common cold sore herpes virus. The cold sore herpes virus. Okay, so yes, you have the herpes, the cold sore, and then it get to your brain. What a fucking joke, people. What a joke for the masses right here. So this is what they're gonna tell you caused this. Listen.
Her brain. Unlike Alzheimer's disease, though, Nicole's brain won't deteriorate. Right now, even her new memories only last minutes.
Okay, so the brain won't deteriorate like an Alzheimer's kind of vibe. So what happened to the brain then? Go back again and take a listen, people. See if you understand what they're saying here. Again.
Brain won't deteriorate. But right now, even her new memories only last minutes.
So your new memories only last minutes. It stick around for only minutes and disappear, but your brain not deteriorating. So what make you can't hold memory? You know, it's funny because these are the videos that I be coming up on lately, as far as how the mass is functioning inside. With your brain and everything, with everything that they got on the table, you know, all these devices, social media, all of these things they're using to get to your thought. They're trying to understand everything about you inside and out. Now they bring you this right here. Like I tell you people, the world is heading for destruction. And while you see the end times coming closer, while a lot of people said, no, Mag, you're a fool for saying it's the end times. Time gonna keep going and going and going and never stop. Yes, you're gonna find out that shit is bullshit real quick. You're gonna stop. Something dangerous gonna happen and it gonna stop the masses right there in the tracks. That's the destruction they have setting up. It tied to the medical industry, the supposedly climate change, all of these things tied together that gonna bring you a big destruction to send the masses all the way down. That's what they got planned. So pay attention here to the new virus in your brain that they're introducing. They're talking about cold sore and herpes and them things. How did that get to your damn brain to shut it down? Listen.
What is your sense of what's happened to you?
Can't tell you because it's brain blank.
Good question.
Look.
Not a lot, really. Confusion is what I have. Don't know why. And I just can't remember a damn thing.
Are these your children?
Well, I think...
I don't know, people, so hold on here, because I've been around people with the Alzheimer's. One of my grandma have it before she died, right? And I kind of like study her, if you want to put it like that. I try to figure out what is this Alzheimer's dementia bullshit. I'm trying to figure it out. So I realized that it's a long-term memories that she have remaining. The short-term memory is gone. So that means she kind of, feeling like, last 15, 20 years is now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're living 20 years ago. They're living 25 years ago, 30 years ago. That's what they feel like is right now. So it's sort of like, as I explained a lot of time to you, it's sort of like, the file cabinet get disrupted. So therefore, you don't know what times you're in, if you want to put it like that. I would think that that's the type of, confusion that you get from that dementia or Alzheimer's. Like, it feels like they're in a different time. So the short-term memory becomes long-term memory. So they're remembering things like it's right now, things that they need to do right now, but it's actually things that they used to do from back in the days, 30 years ago. Okay, so when I look at that, it kind of let me understand that their brain didn't melt or their brain didn't just, you understand, just get to a point where it just lost memory. No, confusion. So the supposedly file cabinet got disrupted. It's sort of like when they tell your mind blown, like a storm blow through there and blow all the damn paperwork out of place. And now you're confused with the times. But this is completely different, people. This is completely different. They say it take like a couple of days for you to forget about the memories that you have. That's it. You make a memory, you did something, and a few days you forgot it. The whole thing. That's something different, people, from the Alzheimer's and the dementia. So what is this one right here that gonna make you forget right away? What is it? They're introducing a new deadly brain disease to the masses and tell you it caused by herpes. Listen.
They must be my friends,
Listen,
my
must be
children
my
and their
friends.
friends.
It's been 6.5 years since Claire Robertson's brain was also hit by the cold sore virus.
Cold sore
it wiped
virus,
her
people.
memory too, and incredibly, all memory
Look
of
at them.
faces, including her own.
Wow.
Yeah, these people.
You even forget your own face, people. Can you believe that? That don't happen to people with Alzheimer's. So listen, the dementia is basically, on its way to Alzheimer's, because I guess that's the basic target there. When you get these soupy brain, it lead you down to the Alzheimer's, but the dementia comes first. And none of them people, neither the dementia or the Alzheimer's, make you forget yourself. Do you know that or not? You still know yourself. You still know it's you. That's dumb, people. That's dumb for people to forget themselves. So listen to me, people. If you show somebody with Alzheimer's a video of themselves from back in the days, they know it's them. It don't matter. Okay, you can show them a photo of themselves right now. And even though the short-term memory seems to be, a little bit scrambled, they still know it's them. So listen, if you ever have this experience, let me know with Alzheimer's or dementia people in your family. Tell me that you know a little bit about it. It don't make them forget who they are. They forget what they do before, but they don't forget who they are. A matter of fact, they in tune with who they are. That's why my grandma can say, hey, I need to go to the store, I need to go to the supermarket, I need to go cook. It's not because she forget who she is or who she is. She know who she is. That's why she knows she have these things to do. But what happened is those things already passed. It's done with. You're not doing that anymore. You're not going to work anymore. Why are you trying to get dressed to go to work? That means you don't forget yourself. You're just confused with the times. So the Alzheimer's and dementia people actually know who they are. That's not their problem. It's just the memories and where they fit it. So this right here is completely different, people. So they're trying to tell you that you won't have a brain. Something is wrong with your brain where it's not in use as far as memory. That part of your brain. Remember, it's a particular area, specific area that control that part of the brain, that control the memory. Put it like that. A specific part of the brain control the memories and how it operates, how it comes back to you, how it plays back to you and everything. All on your brain. One side of your brain, one part of your brain particularly. That's the parts that damage. When I say damage, I mean you got a wicked damage where you can't remember who you are. You see yourself on a photo and you don't know who it is. That's a different level, people. A soupy brain. Wow, can you believe this, people? Wow. Unbelievable. So, this is real. Unbelievable, people. That could happen to you, where you forget your whole entire existence. Period. Wow, that's something to think about. Wow.
I think that's me.
I think that's me.
Is it?
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
Oh, do you know who this is then?
Is that me as well?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Claire was just 43 when she lapsed into a coma after suffering what she describes as flu-like symptoms.
Okay, flu-like symptoms again. Send this one in a coma. Listen.
You woke up to a new life.
Yes.
Is it
To complete confusion. I didn't know where I was. Who I was.
You didn't recognise your family,
No.
your husband,
No.
your children?
No.
Listen to this.
For most of us, this is an experience of a lifetime, riding high over London in the city's iconic eye. But to give you an
Iconic eye. Wow, unbelievable bullshit, people. And you see that they're doing the devil work right there with this eye, and they're conning you. Listen here.
idea of just how dreadful this syndrome is, for most sufferers, this would virtually be a waste of time. You see, it takes about 30 minutes to complete the journey. So by the time it reaches the bottom, for most sufferers, not only would they have forgotten who they were with, many would have even forgotten taking the ride.
We say to people, what's happened really is you've sustained an injury to the brain. Just in the way that you would in a car accident, except you didn't have the car accident.
Wow. So yes, people, you have the symptoms like you have a car accident, like you was in a car accident. That's the type of, trauma they tell you that your brain actually get with. Nothing hit your brain. Listen.
Eva Easton heads the UK's Encephalitis Society, the world's biggest support group for people like Claire and Nicole.
Encephalitis means inflammation of the brain, and in their cases, the herpes simplex virus made a direct attack on their brain tissue, and the difficulties they're experiencing now is as a result of the injury to the brain that was caused by the virus damaging the nerve cells in the brain.
So something new on the table, people. Herpes in the brain. Herpes in the brain causes you to forget even yourself. Can you believe that? Now picture this, people, before I move on. If you forget yourself, what else you forget? I don't think you're going to remember how to walk, or to wash your face, or to take a shower, or to brush your teeth. None of that shit. If you can't remember, the face that you're looking at is you. You get what I'm saying, people? Come on, man. That's the reason why I'm so baffled with this video. Because there's no way you can forget who you are yourself. You can't forget that you look like that. You can't forget your looks, people. You can't look at yourself and say, who that? That means you don't know nothing at all. You forget everything in this world if you forget you. Just remember that. That means you don't remember why you're wearing the clothes, why you're wearing the shoe, why your hair look like that. You don't know nothing then. So that's the definition of a blank brain. And listen, they tell you it's caused by herpes. Cause so a virus get on your brain. Now herpes sitting on your brain and stop you from remembering who you are. You believe that, people? That's the world that you live in, and you accept it as somewhere good and nice and comfortable. But it is hell. That's why you see these things show up, and don't worry about it. Like I said, you're going to see them every single day, period. Every day. You're going to see them introduce something new that can destroy the masses. Move.
Health professionals are getting the word out about a sexually transmitted form of ringworm that's newly made its way into the U.S. So
listen, people. A sexual transmitted disease in the form of ringworm. It's a new one. They tell you entering into the U.S. They always tell you something start somewhere else and it end up in the U.S. the first case. Pay attention. They just tell you about herpes frying your damn brain enough for you to forget who you are. Now take a listen to this right here. Another sexually transmitted disease. Pay attention.
There's one reported case, and it is here in New York.
Of course, and it got to be in New York. You understand? And I already told you, you can't live there if you don't want to be part of the destruction. You can't live in a place like New York. That's where they're going to begin all this shit. The destruction of the world. Gonna start right there in the heart of Babylon. They call it the center of the world. You better remember that everything gonna break out there. Everything gonna happen bad right there in New York, with everybody pile up on top of each other right there just to be in a fucking city. It's dumb. Listen.
Mr. Kalishian shares what doctors know so far.
It's an infection that comes from the same fungus linked to conditions you may know of, like ringworm, jock itch, and athlete's foot.
What makes this
athlete's foot? Wow, unbelievable, people. Listen.
It's a little bit different. It is a type of ringworm that can cause more inflammatory type lesions, and it can occur in the groin area or the genital area.
Dr. Avram Kaplan led the study and authored a report published in the journal JAMA Dermatology earlier this week on trichophyton mentagrophytes type 7.
Listen, people, they can make up all of these names, and same thing they do with the medications. The ones they bring you for some wicked complication that you're going through, they just make up some name. Most of it is devil coding in plain sight. They just make up some word. Some of them you can't even really say. That's what they do to make you basically accept it. You have to be in confusion about it. So pay attention here, people. Listen to what they're telling you is the new thing on the table. And I always go mention, yes, the mass vaccination gonna break out a lot of sickness. Some that you know before and some that you never ever heard of in your life. Some of them gonna be brand new on the table. And some gonna be some that you learn about before and it back in the fucking surface again. Why? The mass vaccination.
Or
Bam.
TM7. It's a sexually transmitted infection that can appear like this in the groin area and can be itchy. So far, the one reported case in the U.S. is in New York City.
There you go.
A man in his 30s, the report says.
It was reported in a journal, which...
Of course, he in his 30 right there coding, as you could see, the upside down pyramids right there in front of him. It's no coincidence.
tells
Listen.
you that it's new. We're still learning about it because it's just this one case.
Yes.
I think we're really starting to understand how
One case, people. One case. And if they already know that it's rare, one single case. Yes, and they make sure they tell you it's out now. You hear me? New sexually transmitted disease. They find one and they know exactly what it is right away to scare the masses. Listen.
happened.
The study says the patient noticed itchy lesions after a trip to England, Greece, and California, where he...
You hear that? England, Greece, and California. Okay, so where you gonna tell us that that person contract the disease? Of course.
said he had sex with multiple male partners.
Bam. There you go again. It's a man and have sex with multiple male partners. You see again, people? It's the same gay fucking shit again. The Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember, they already tell you that's what causing the monkeypox. Man and man having sex. So guess what? This one that they're telling you about, this wingworm or whatever they're telling you about, is the same gay man shit again. So there you go, people. Like I tell you, they turn you a certain way, and then now they're going to give you the destruction of being gay. That's exactly what they're doing. You follow them. You attach to this devil earth. You go with what they say. They say, hey, yeah, it's all right to be gay. And then later on, they're showing you all these deadly diseases that breaking out amongst you. Pay attention.
Cases popped up last year in France. Earlier ones were linked to those in contact with sex workers in Southeast Asia.
They get in contact with sex workers in Southeast Asia. It's bullshit, people, 100%. And most of these things they're going to tell you caused by sexual transmitted disease. They don't want you to have sex. They don't want you to have babies. You don't get it or not, people. It's a trick. It's a 100% trick they did to the masses. And I already told you, they're the one who make sex so interesting. You got to understand, they're the one who put an emphasis on sex. And they know the human being psyche. The same reason why you buy the fact that here is better than where you're from. It's the same damn shit. So what they do, they cover up the human being. The human being never born in clothing. The human being, the first set of human beings on this earth, they never need clothing. But in order for you to sell sex and make it what it is, this big thing, so everybody want to get in it, the youths want to, can't wait to get in it. You hear what I say? They have all these medication, pill for man with erectile dysfunction, all of these things, Viagra for women, everything they have. Yes, for you to have sex, and then bam, they're showing you these destruction that follow. But I already told you, people, they hide your body, what you got to offer, your genitals and all, for it to be more interested to the next person. So yes, when they cover you up, now they can sell sex. Now they can have a peep show for you where you pay to peep. You got it? Because you don't see that shit all the time, just hanging out in the street. You understand what I'm saying? So they make it, illegal for people to be naked, so they can sell you a naked person. You got it? They can sell you naked pictures. This is how they do it. So now they can tell you and all of these things that caused by the same thing that they pump you up to get in. Listen.
Have a persistent, itchy, or painful lesion or eruption around the genital area, the buttocks. That's when they should be seeking medical advice.
Yes, so this is all male. This is all male. That happens. This happened to right here. No female, just male. Mostly male and male having sex come down with this. Like I mentioned, same thing they tell you about the monkeypox. Listen, it's all hell you live in. That's why all of these things showing up. Move. Pay attention here. Look at this faker.
What is the state?
Now pay attention, people, with this character that you see on screen right there in the plaid shirt with all orange on it. Yes, Mary Lou written. Pay attention to what it's gonna bring to the masses. Remember, I already told you. All of them been put on to the masses for a specific agenda. Yes, they entertain you, and then it's gonna be a time when the agenda gonna come forth. Cause you believe in these people. Pay attention.
What is the state of your health right now?
Well, I'm obviously still on oxygen.
Still on oxygen, obviously. Listen.
I'm tired of this thing up.
Pay attention. Tired of this thing up the nose. They come to give an interview to show how badly sick it is. You even have to wear an oxygen hose in the nose right there. Listen, pay attention.
Yeah, you're ready to
and
yank
they're
it out?
laughing. You can't tell me that this is real people. You can't tell me this is the reaction from real people with real sickness. You can't do without that shit in your nose. That's a bad situation. Why would you laugh at it here? You laugh so much, you're uncontrollable right there. It's funny how these fuckers can't cry to show you these things that happen to them. They can't cry. They can't get emotion enough to cry, but they can laugh, eyes closed and everything. You believe them? Listen.
Oh, I am. I mean, I still have a hard time breathing.
You still have a hard time breathing, but you surely have a good time laughing at the damn masses. You don't have no problem catching no breath. It is fake shit. Listen.
Getting breath to speak, you know, and I'm a
breath
speaker.
to speak. Wow.
Haven't been able to really work because I don't know if I can
What
get
a
up on
joke.
stage and do an hour-long talk.
They're all actors, people. They're 100% actors. And like I said, the Mary Lou Retton was introduced to you by entertainment. And later on, it bring you this agenda. All of them is fakers for the government people. They don't put them on for nothing. Listen.
I've normally done for 40 years. That's frustrating. It's been hard, I have to say. The lungs are a different beast. It's a different beast. It's a very long recovery. I'm still on oxygen.
Yes, as we
Had a
can
bit of
see.
relapse a while ago,
Relapse,
but I'm back. I'm back and regulated. It's just it's more discouragement than anything.
Yes, and the coughing, as you could see the funny
Oh, my
looking
lung-
neck. Go back again. Take a look at the Mary written neck, people. Take a look at that shit. Is that a real woman in front of you right there? That old tough face that you're looking at. Is that a woman? They're all fakers. Listen.
than anything.
Yeah, cough.
You know, my lungs are pretty scarred up, and they're gonna stay that way. So
Forever?
Forever. Of course you know.
it is what it is. You know, I'm alive.
You are alive.
And there was a time when I was in the hospital. I don't remember it. I don't remember a lot
Listen,
of it.
don't remember.
But they called in
Go back.
for it. I don't remember a lot of it.
I guess that's the reason why you have to read a script. You don't remember what your time was in the hospital. You don't remember that. So you have to read a script. Look at it. Right there. Right there.
But they called in my youngest daughter from her University of Arkansas and said, "We need you to come." I mean, it was that close. It was that close. And they prayed over me and were about to put me on a ventilator, and I pulled through.
You see, and it laugh again, people. About to put me on a ventilator and I pulled through. Remember what is a ventilator, people? Now a lot of people will be mad at the mic for saying this. Just like you've been mad for every damn thing I say that upset you. Listen, that ventilator is a killer. When you go on it, it shows that you're gonna die. It's just that simple. And that's the reason why they bring it in the pandemic. I did a podcast on it and break it down. All of those things cause infections in your damn lungs, period. Do you know that? Why you think it was so necessary for them to put you on that shit in the pandemic? They tell you have the COVID, oh, you have some problem breathing because you cover up your damn nose and everything. So these people come to rescue you. You see what they did? Nobody understand nothing. So yes, they've been making you sick. That's what they do. No doubt about it. And then they bring you these fakers right here to come to save you. I'll tell you about some things that gonna basically put you up on game, what gonna happen to you. Once you go on the ventilator, the chance of you living, coming off that shit is real thin. Just remember, and that's the reason why they bring it in the pandemic, to kill off a lot of people. Nobody get it. When the New York governor, the Cuomo character, was saying, we need more ventilators, we need millions and millions of ventilators. because you want to kill off millions and millions of people right there in New York. Anybody who go on that shit is dead.
I believe it's the big man upstairs.
The big
Honestly,
man upstairs. Listen.
He's not ready for me up there.
He's not ready for you up there, and he cough again. They're playing with the masses. Up where? Up where you're gonna go? Huh? Oh, he's not ready for you up there. Up where? When you die, up where did you go? I told you, living in an upside down world. When you're dead, you go down, not up. Okay, so some people might listen and say, Mag is a retarded one. This fucker is a smart one. I said, when you're dead, you go down, not up. Okay, so you have common sense, you use it. Okay, when you're dead, what they do, they dig a hole and dash you in it. Throw you in the damn hole. And the hole is in the ground, not in the sky. So yes, I guess after you die and they throw you in the ground, yes, the magical, heaven's gonna lift you up and you're gonna go right to the blue dome and go away in heaven, right? Stupid on.
Your girls prayed over you.
Pray.
Were they prepared to say their goodbyes? Did they say their goodbyes?
They did. They told me they did.
They was praying, but they're saying goodbye. This is bullshit. They're praying for you to come back alive or to come back healthy and nice, but they letting you go as far as you're dying. It's a joke, people. It's a fake shit. 100% from
Honestly,
a faker.
He's not ready for me up there.
He's not ready for you up there. Fucking fake on the masses.
Your girls prayed over you. Were they prepared to say their goodbyes? Did they say their goodbyes?
They did. They told me they did.
They
You
say
don't
their
remember any of
goodbyes.
that.
I don't remember
but they
any
was
of it.
praying.
And
To hear your girls, how does that make you feel?
Remember, he can't hear them. He said don't remember shit, people. Wow, unbelievable.
just mom's guilt to put them through something like that, you know? So like they were saying, I know it wasn't, but still.
Wow.
I mean, they were wonderful.
Wow,
They
watch them people. All of them got this sun ray on the head right there. All symbolic, but a lot of people wouldn't know that's for the sun ray. Just like they always show you the Jesus with the halo on, the sun ray right there. That's what it represents for the devil peoples.
just wonderful at my side constantly. But yeah, they said their goodbyes and said, Mom, it's okay. You can go.
Yes.
Because once they put you on the ventilator,
Listen.
it's hard to come off.
Bam. So listen, that person basically telling you some truth right there. You're not coming off the ventilator. Do you understand that? The chance of you getting off the ventilator is 1 in a million. That's what you need to understand. When they put so many people on the ventilator and the COVID, they already know you put 20 people on it. Maybe you lucky if 2 people come back out alive. You understand that shit is that serious. So that means they're going to tell you what the worst stage you can be, the worst stage. So we have to put you on the ventilator because they know the chance of you coming back off it is real thin.
It's been 7 months since Mary Lou's near-death experience. She says her inhaler leaves her shaky and the prednisone has caused unwanted weight gain. But the 56-year-old mom of 4 daughters and 2 dogs, Honey and Biggie, remains hopeful. She wears evil-eye jewelry to ward off bad energy as she...
You hear that, people? He wear jewelry. Whatever jewelry they say this one wear to basically fend off bad energy. What a damn joke. And like I tell you, anything you can wear in jewelry got deadly chemical in it. Nobody know that. So why they telling you that you can wear some jewelry to fend off bad energy? You're stupid if you believe it. Some of those things that you wear, you might put in an earring, you might put on a watch, you might put on a bracelet, even a chain, people. And the chemicals seek into your bloodstream that put that shit together. Did you know? It can't do no good for you. It only can deteriorate your body and breaks you down with those wicked chemicals they use to make that metal that they call jewelry. It's not good. A lot of these damage and shit that done to the masses by these things, and they would never point a finger on it. That's the last thing on their mind. They would have think that, yes, this not this thing that caused it. You have something else in mind. But yes, those jewelry, the one that you're wearing to fend off bad energy, will kill you 100% in.
her recovery.
They still don't know what's wrong with me. They're calling it a rare form of pneumonia. But it didn't test virally for anything. bacterial, fungal, I mean,
yes,
nothing.
rare, supposedly immuno. Rare? Get out of here, people. It's bullshit. 100% in. So this is a new case of pneumonia here? Okay. Like I tell you, people, in these times of the Jews, you're gonna see some strange, supposedly reaction in the human beings. It's gonna be so strange, you're gonna be baffled. But yes, I'm here, the bitter truth. Bam. I'm gonna point the finger at the Jews. Most of these things we never seen before. It's foreign. Why? Why as soon as they issued that shot, people, in 2020, the train reaction begins of the destruction of the people? You can see it. Don't play blind. All of these new diseases, sexual transmitted disease, they call it ringworm, all of these things are gonna melt your brain, all of it tied to the same vaccination, people. The mass juice stuff that they give the people, along with all those boots, that's the reaction you're getting. Move.
Meantime, the third human case associated with the outbreak of bird flu has been reported from a farm worker in Michigan.
Okay, so you're listening, people. Every single day, you're going to have to keep your ears open about this bird flu and see where they're taking it. You hear me? Because listen, they're going to keep telling you that another person break out with it. You hear me? And guess what? They're going to go from state to state to tell you every state later on. They're going to tell you have a case. They start out in Texas, Mississippi now. I already told you, people, this is how they're going to do it. They're going to sprinkle it out and tell you all of these states have a case. From farm workers. You're working on the farm? Farm animals going to give you the bird flu. The bird that fly in the sky. That's the flu. You're not going to see no bird falling out the sky from this flu. It's just you going to fall off the earth if the bird ever get the flu to you.
Worker reported experiencing respiratory symptoms before testing positive last Thursday. Experts say this
and how did you test that person and get it positive? You have a bird flu testing? Don't tell me you have another PCR to test for bird flu. You see that again, people? You got to ask these questions. How the fuck you know to test for bird flu that fast? What is this you have to test for it? Just like they tell you the COVID brand new, but they know to test and find it to tell you have it. It's a dumb shit.
To a dairy outbreak. The two previous cases of bird flu, one was in Texas, the other was in Michigan, but none of these cases are associated with the others. The CDC has reported that the general risk to the public does remain low.
Yes, it remains low because guess what? They're taking their time, slowly but surely telling you the human beings contracting it. Then they're going to tell you about the symptoms. You see now they tell you the symptoms is pink eye? They're not worried about that. When they tell you that the symptoms is coughing, sneezing and all, that's when you're going to have a problem. Because they're going to tell you, look, somebody cough, somebody sneeze and have that bird flu. Now you're going to catch you. And that's how they're going to bring in this shit as a pandemic later on. They're going to tell you it's so bad, the people passing it around amongst each other. That's it. Once they tell you that human beings have it, you know it's dangerous shit they're bringing. Not saying that it's real, but what they're setting up. The bird flu is a fucking fake shit. 100% in. Now I already told you about some reaction that you might get from the shot. Who knows if you can put some inflammation in your eye, let your eye look red and pink. And they say pink eye, okay. That's another solution. That's another supposedly, reaction from the bird flu. That's what they're going to tell you. And then they're going to build up the numbers and turn it into a pandemic. You think this is going to go away? Pay attention.
And for more on this now, joining me is Dr. Rick Bright. He's a virologist and the former head of the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority. Dr. Bright, thank you so much for being here. Okay. You were just out with an op-ed.
That's our problem. That's the reason why we're in this problem. Biotech, biomedical. We need to keep technology away from the human being body. That's what we need to do. Why you mixing up technology with medicine? It's dumb shit.
Sunday that got our attention. The title of it is Why the New Human Case of Bird Flu is So Alarming. So why do we all need to be paying attention to the bird flu?
You just tell us that we're not reaching panic stage yet. We shouldn't worry about it yet, but listen how they talk now.
Got our attention. The title of it is Why the New Human Case of Bird Flu is So Alarming. So why do we all need to be paying attention to the bird flu?
Yeah, this bird flu virus has really taken hold and spreading across our country, and it's been in poultry for a couple of years.
And look who telling you, people. People believe in a spinning ball earth. Take a look at what they're showing you, people, in the background. And they're trying to tell you that that's a smart guy? Okay.
Last few months, we've seen it infect a wide variety of dairy cattle across our country.
Yes.
And the more dairy cattle that we have infected with this, we have more people exposed to the cows and the milk that's infected with this virus.
Yes.
And we're starting to see more cases now of people who work with these dairy cows get infected with this virus.
Yes, and guess what? The dairy cow is pretty healthy. Healthy enough for you to sleep on him and he have the bird flu. You still milk him and everything. He produce milk, nothing change, but he have a flu. A flu that can end up killing you. A flu that's 100 times more deadly than the COVID, as they tell you. You get it from a cow that's healthy. The cow get it from a healthy bird. It's just when it get to you. And every time I'm talking about this shit, it's too stupid for the masses to believe it. And like I tell you, you put too much of that fine chemical in your body. Shotting and boating, and look where we at now. You see that? And don't tell me it's a coincidence, because I've been telling you what it's gonna do to you from day one. I already tell you about them deadly chemical that you basically accepting this earth, poking in your body for health. It's stupid shit now. You putting all that chemical and blood, tissues, bones and all. Are you dumb? That's not supposed to be. You can't put chemical on the human being body, in the human being blood stream. You can't do that. And that's the reason why we have all these problems. Now they can blame it on bird and livestock. Now they can blame the cows for your demise. You believe that people, they give you animal to eat, give you animal milk to drink. And now they're going to tell you you're going to break out in the flu because these animals got it. The world is too dumb for us to live here, people. Why you think smart people sick of this shit? They can see that it's not the place human beings should be. And yes, we know of a place better. So yes, we bored at this one. I'm on the run.